Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see the Red Rifle, Andy Dalton, and the Cincinnati Bengals as they take on Dwayne Haskins and the Washington Redskins. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Well, we've had spotty showers since about 7 a.m. here in D.C., and the radar indicates it's going to continue, but nothing to stop football from happening at FedEx Field. Just as we were getting ready for air, both teams coming out of their locker rooms, out of the tunnel, and this crowd is pumped up as their Redskins get set to match up with Andy Dalton and the Cincinnati Bengals. Brandon Godden, Charles Davis, happy to be back alongside you. And I'll tell you what, yes, it's just week 2 of the preseason, but now they've got one game under their belts. And a lot of guys trying to prove some stuff down on the field here today.
Not only that, these coaches like to win. And I used to think it really didn't matter who won in the preseason. Then I watched some of those shows that the NFL does. And you see the coaches in preseason after a loss jumping all over their guys. So I learned one valuable lesson. Wins and losses count no matter what time of year it is.
Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather, and we are underway from FedEx Field. This one taken just inside the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes Dwayne Haskins to lead the Redskins, the rookie QB wearing that number 7 jersey, the 15th overall pick out of Ohio State. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Single slot.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Complete. Richardson has it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. Geno Atkins, the Pro Bowler, in there on the stop. Starter introduction time now. Brandon Sheriff, Charles, really solid.
Tremendous player. A left tackle in college, has the versatility to play either tackle or guard in the NFL. No matter where you plug him, you're assured of an excellent performance.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Geis. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. The defensive starters now for Cincinnati.
Strong safety Sean Williams really bounced back from injuries in previous seasons to post one of the best years of his NFL career. 5 interceptions in 2018, led the league in interception return yards, provides great veteran leadership, and some real thump coming from his spot in the secondary.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down.
Move. We got 4.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Cincinnati now ready to take the field.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, it looked like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
So now here in the second week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters to play a little bit more than they did in week one, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle, no mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a good offensive football team?
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Dalton here from the gun. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage that time by Aaron Colvin.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
So on fourth down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And the drive begins with a run by Geis. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing on second down, Haskins. And this one complete to Reed. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now, it's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth, because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games. All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third. From the gun, Haskins on third down. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. And they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down in the backfield. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
All right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
From midfield here, Dalton. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Let's go now. Look the outlaw. Check with the 9. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Here's Peterson as they begin on the ground. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down now. It's Peterson, and they're able to bring him down at the 20. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. On first down, this is Geis. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Everyone got 4.
Geis. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. This is Geis. yards there, a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Geis with the carry on 2nd down. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff them for a loss. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. Here's Haskins out of the gun. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. So now on 4th down, the Redskins will hand things over to their kicker, Dustin Hopkins. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
A very good starting field position from the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Passing, it's Dalton. And this will be caught at the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So we have now seen connection number 1 between Dalton and Adriel Jeremiah, A.J. Green.
Say that again.
Adriel Jeremiah.
Look at you. You are full of knowledge and information. And you know something? I'll bet Andy Dalton learned his full name as well, because he figured out quickly, this is going to be my number 1 target. I got to know this guy in a big way.
And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play.
The previous play is under review.
The wide receiver, the ball carrier. A gain on the play.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
and that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. His throw incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Dalton on the draw to Mixon. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. Operating from the gun, Dalton. Green's open, and he's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A.J. Green there to make the grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the 2nd quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play, just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. A drive that time of 6 plays, and it ends with a Bengals score. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Right here. Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Now a quick pass to Richardson. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
The Redskins on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and get it with Geis. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
It's Geis on the counter. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Third down, here's Geis. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Drop deep. Double tight. Even. 4 down. Even.
Now they try the right side here. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this 2nd quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
Here's Tressway now. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. The Redskins now, their defense coming back onto the field. And despite being down on the scoreboard, this unit, they've had some big-time hits.
Sort of like us at practice the other day. I saw you take a running start at that blocking sled. You took it down.
Bounced off like a rubber band.
No, not at all, but you're exactly right. They are doing their job, but they want to add takeaways to it. You need to have more of those to go along with the big hits we're seeing.
By the way, when I tried that and I bounced back, I noticed that you laughed with everyone else. You didn't try to get in my corner.
No. Someone had just told me a joke on the other side.
Right,
I missed that. Totally missed it.
And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. It was Jonathan Bostic there on the stop.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On second down, here's Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
The Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
They've got to do a better job up front and create some space because they're right there, almost literally on their own goal line.
Just a couple of feet away from a safety. That could have been disastrous. So they're challenging the spot. If you're a coach, you hesitate to throw the flag anytime it's a spot discernment.
You certainly do because you feel like that's not one you're likely to win, and you may need that challenge flag for later in the game.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
All right, so the call stands. Tough now. They're out of challenges. Do you like the amount of challenges they have in the NFL?
I do, because I think it brings a little extra strategy into the game about a head coach trying to determine when is the right time to pull the challenge flag, or maybe I let that one pass because I might need it later on in a bigger situation.
Fielded at the 33. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. As this unit comes back out there, let's focus in on Darius Geis. He's doing his thing. He's got some good yardage, but his team right now in the second quarter, 0 points.
Just not a complete formula. Half of it's there, being able to run the ball and set the tone. Wonder if they may have to go to some play action, throw off the run game, and try and get the ball in the end zone.
I was just going to ask you that same thing. Maybe you use that run now to set up the pass, right?
I would think so because the run has been very effective for them.
Now Haskins to throw it. That's going to be caught by Richardson. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Here's Haskins. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Richardson. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Haskins. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Geno Atkins got home that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. From midfield now, Haskins. That'll be caught. It's Steven Sims. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. The Redskins on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time it's 3rd and 3. Haskins on 3rd down. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Haskins on 1st down. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
Looking to throw, Haskins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. And it's caught. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A 15-yard touchdown grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 at their own 42. This is Mixon on the draw. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage that time by Aaron Colvin. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Dalton. He's got his man, Boyd. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 40.
First down, Cincinnati.
Come on, the ball.
first and 10 for Dalton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And that'll bring up second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again. Dalton. He's got Green. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A gain of 32 that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. And that's going to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here. Dalton now to pass. And the throw there going to be incomplete. How about the defensive stand here from first and goal, 3 straight incompletion.
Yeah, I think people are wondering why didn't they try and run it at least once in there. But once the first incompletion happened, it's almost like they were committed to throwing the ball from then on out.
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And Bullock will put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success. You know who else gets into a rhythm? The offensive line. They feel better about what they're doing when they know they've had multiple opportunities to get it done.
Yeah, well, the conclusion we can draw so far, they're losing here in the second quarter. Let's see if they change tunes. Making the play defensively, Carl Lawson.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So we have reached halftime here, and it's the visiting Bengals out in front. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you guys in just a little bit. This one of 5 games currently in progress as we kick off the second week of preseason action. We'll have 3 more tomorrow night, 5 on Saturday, and then 3 nationally televised games. Saints, Chargers, Seahawks, Vikings on Sunday, and on Monday night, the 49ers and the Broncos in Denver.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing. Finley. Open man. Erickson. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A first down throw for Finley toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
A second down throw for Finley. He's going to loft one deep left side here. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for Cincinnati. 43 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Operating in the red zone now, Finley. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
They run. Anderson. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Gets it to his running back, Bernard. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Bullock's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side. I
would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's Smith. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play, one-on-one matchup of someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Here's Smith. Going to throw again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get to him short of the 1st down at about the 16. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This a 33-yard attempt. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7, past the 30 to the 32.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd. 3rd and short yardage, Finley. Got his man, it's Eifert. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. This is taken at the 18. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here's Smith, middle of the field. He's got McLaurin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now, the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they bring in an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
And out now, here come the Bengals. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And good pressure defensively to stop him for a loss of a couple. Now there's also a flag to go with it. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now Bernard. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That second down play nets a -4.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Redskins on third down, putting an extra man here in the secondary. Finley here, third and long. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards on the play.
First down, Cincinnati.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now a give right side. Bernard. A gain of 3, second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Again, here's Bernard. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Finley from the gun on third down. That's going to be caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Auden Tate, 27 yards. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Come on, let's go.
The first thrown out for the backup, Keenum. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards that time and a Washington first.
this possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Come on! Run, please! Don't get nervous.
On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 36-yard line. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin first down. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. Working from the gun, Keenum. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Keenum to throw again. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some.
And down he goes. Keenum is sacked. Ryan Glasgow in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Here's Bernard. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 7. On 3rd down, Finley. Over the middle, complete. That's Erickson. And they're going to stop him short of the 1st down as he's tackled at about the 21. Just a 5-yard pickup, but it leads to 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. Here's Kevin Huber now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. To throw, it's Keenum. And his throw here's incomplete.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure, all day long prepping for the game, they had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes, and we'll be in great shape.
Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Keenum now, perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now Keenum again. Throw left side complete. It's Robertson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin 1st down. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin, but it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Again, they'll throw with Keenum. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Just like that. Just like that.
Again, it's Keenum. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Let's get off the field.
Keenum. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, here's Keenum. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll bring up fourth down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Keenum to throw for it on fourth. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bengals will get the football back. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that when that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 40. They'll begin here with Bernard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, check. 3 down. Right. Let's go.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Finley. And the Redskins do get to him. He goes down for a sack. The safety blitz works perfectly that time for Landon Collins. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Keenum and the Redskins down 20-10, a minute 52 to play. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out.
Here goes the high. Rookie. 56. In the face.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to pump the ball, they've done so with that first run.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. On fourth down, McCoy. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin first and goal already at the 5-yard line. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on first and goal. They'll run it here with Bernard. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. They'll run again with Bernard. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Anderson, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And Bullock will put this one through, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now it's the Redskins' turn. Trailing in this one now. A little over 40 seconds to go. You can't say the preseason isn't interesting. This has been great as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st down, McCoy. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
That's how we do it.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Clock running as the Redskins try to hurry up.
56. Check 56. It's coming this way. Coming this way. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike's 56. 56.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Washington, thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.